I never thought a bald man could have so much dandruff.
I guess that's the way we should start the Wisest Wizards. I don't know what episode it is. I'm Coffee Doug. What episode is this?
Oh shit, we're already going. This is episode 12.
You're
12. I'm Ryan Pancake Cat.
Okay, what are we reviewing?
We are reviewing Slumdog Millionaire.
Okay.
And I found it to be a very good movie. I saw it in theaters, of course. There's no other way. The audience makes the movie, and well, probably the director. Everybody else made the movie. I just went to see the movie with other people.
Oscar-nominated film.
It was, and finally,
Golden Globes.
Well, finally, I get to see what was winning all these awards. At what show were we watching that one?
The Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes.
Now that I say that, I think it won Best Picture. I could be wrong about that. It did. Yeah, it won Best Picture at the Golden Globes, and it's nominated at the Oscars.
It is.
What are you scratching down there?
Playing with my balls again. No, my knee itches. I don't know why. It just itches. Maybe somebody's talking about me. Isn't that what it is?
How's the ski?
Ski's good. You know,
I bring it up because I want to congratulate you, and you know what I'm congratulating you for. Today, our very own Ryan Pancake Cat was featured on YouTube for his concoctions episode of ski and expired meat.
I've gone global.
You've gone global. We're already up to what, over 2,000 views just from today. So thanks for viewing, everyone, and we hope you really like it.
Yeah.
That was pretty disgusting. Right?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Okay. Again, horse's blood and puppy dogs would have been better in there.
All right, Slumdog Millionaire. It's a lot of people are calling it a Bollywood film, which is it's an Indian film. It's not from the United States. It's rated R.
Is it?
Yep, it's rated R. Which, if you think about some of the violence in there,
I didn't think it was violent at all.
There's some.
If you've seen the new Rambo movie.
But I think that is because maybe it was it released here? I don't think it was released in America. It was released somewhere else first, and maybe that's why they got the R rating.
Hey, has it been 8 minutes yet? I'm sorry. Did I interrupt too? I'm
sorry. Danny Boyle is the director of the film, and he has directed Sunshine. He directed 28 Days Later, Trainspotting, a lot of people know, and The Beach. It's basically, the story is kind of told in a flashback. You have a kid in the very beginning that is on the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes.
And the police have arrested him. The show's not over yet. So he's in the game show, and when it goes to the break in between days, the police have arrested him for cheating because they said there's no way he could be doing that good because he's just like a, what do they call, he's a slum, what do they call him?
They call him a slumdog.
Slumdog, because he's just a poor street kid. So he proceeds to tell them all the stories of each question, how he knew each question from some experience that he lived while living on the streets and growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody ever said, if I was on there and it's like, how do you get rid of gonorrhea? Acid, pills, penicillin, snake bites? I'd be like,
what would you do?
I don't know. I still haven't gotten rid of it yet. You need to tell me the answer.
Okay. It's based on the novel Q&A, which I've never read or heard of, but it's not only is it nominated for Best Picture, but also Adaptive Screenplay. So it's got a lot of nominations. The two actors in it, the main actor who's the brother on the show, and then the girl that is, the love of his life. They are pretty new actors as far as I know. I don't think they've been in much, but they really give great performances.
They do. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about. One would be there are parts where there are subtitles. And why you would put a subtitle, as you mentioned earlier today, in the sun is beyond
when you're watching the film, the subtitles, because sometimes they're speaking a different language. And it's basically, I forgot to say this, it's about two brothers and a girl basically growing up throughout their lives, and that the kid's telling the story. The one brother is in love with her, and I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, the subtitles they don't put them underneath like they normally do. Sometimes it'll be blam in the right-hand corner of the screen or left-hand corner, and they put it in bright lights and shit.
Yeah, and it's like in a different box. It's not like yellow at the bottom. It'll be like a pink box with red writing on the inside. It's like, what the fuck, man? But hey, revolutionary right there. He's going to create something.
I was just thinking the word
a bunch of anger.
Revolutionary. And
that's because another one, Revolutionary Road.
Reservation Road?
Yeah, Reservation Road.
No, it is Revolutionary.
Yeah, Doug, I know what it is. Drink some coffee.
Yeah,
wake up, buddy.
Okay, it's a good film, well worth all the hype. A lot of people, I don't know, I got online and checked it out to see what people were saying about it, and I think most people say they really love this movie and it's well worth seeing. You should go see it.
It is a love story. It's pretty much like this guy's undying love for this girl that he met when he was younger. And you know what? That's nice. Do you ever see that this day and age? Do you remember any girls from your past that you'd be like when you were younger and be like, hey, I really hope I see her again in the future?
I hate them all. No, I don't. If you're watching, most. So I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Hey, man.
What's past is past. They're gone.
True.
They out.
And if they ever reference that in anything, like if you're on a game show, just think it back. You know, like what were these girls to you?
What did you think about the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It was great. I thought the Regis Philbin character, I thought he was pretty funny. No reason though. Just mainly because I could just picture Regis going, "That's incredible! How did he win? How did he get that?" You know.
Tell me about the little brother. What you thought of him?
The little brother was fine. The big brother is the one. The big brother, the guy, he ends up turning out to be kind of like a bad guy, but in the end turns kind of good. Yeah,
Don't give away too much.
I know. You'll see. But it reminds me of Michael Jackson when he turns into the medium, or there's 3 levels pretty much as they grow up, and there's the middle level where they're teens or whatever. He looks like Michael Jackson.
He really did.
Jackson 5 like Michael Jackson, a little bit more grown up. You know, I thought it was hilarious. You know, I was like, man, Michael Jackson's a badass. You know, and then I was doing parts of the song, and the girl I was watching it with kind of hated me probably for talking so much, but I didn't care. And then as he grows up, he looks like the Michael Jackson off of Thriller, like the zombie Michael Jackson almost. It's pretty funny. But other than that, I mean,
you know what? You just reminded me that one of the first times I ever saw the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, there was a guy on there, and it was for the $1 million question. The question was, who directed the Michael Jackson Thriller video? Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Was it Martin Scorsese or Francis Ford Coppola? Came down to the 2 questions, and he didn't know it, so he called his friend, and the best friend answered, and he was like, who directed Thriller? This director or that director? And the friend was like, it's definitely Francis Ford Coppola. I know that for a fact. And the guy was like, all right, and Regis was like, that's not the right answer. And his friend lost it. It was the other guy, which I guess is Scorsese. I don't remember who directed it. It was one or the other.
And then did he say to his friend, hey, you know what? If you're still watching the show, just stay home. Stay home. And then that man was found dead later the next day.
I guess a big question I want to ask you, what would you do if you got on the show and you won $1 million?
I probably wouldn't be able to get past the first question. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm already off the show.
Oh, if you go on YouTube and you type in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, first question losers or something, some of them are really funny. Some of the first question, they just ask the simplest question in the world and the person fucks it up.
Well, dude, I mean, that's a lot of pressure being on TV. You know, or the internet.
We're on the internet.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, I think we've reached the end. We're getting the cue. But Slumdog Millionaire, check it out. It's well worth the nomination for the Oscar,
yes.
I think. People are comparing it to last year's Juno. It's that kind of independent.
And I was just glad to see the movie
film
that was kicking out The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I'm just saying, that movie was good too. A little long, but it was good. Another love story. This is the season of love, Doug.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Coffee Doug, I will see you later.
See you later, Ryan Pancake Hat. Good luck on your YouTube videos that are getting viewed around the globe.
We'll all be famous. I will pull you guys in. You guys will pull me in.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can't wait till you can drink again.
Woohoo. I could still buy alcohol, though. I'm going to have this huge bar at the house. Did you stare at my teeth?
Is there something in my teeth?
Is there still some magic cards stuck in my teeth? Anyway.